Amish businesses have a 95% success rate after 5 years. That is nearly double the national average. They do it without loans, without advertising, and without a single college degree. Here are the 10 most profitable Amish businesses most people have never heard of. Custom wood furniture. Custom wood furniture is the most visible Amish business and one of the most profitable. Amish craftsmen build solid hardwood tables, chairs, bedroom sets, and cabinets entirely by hand using traditional joinery techniques. No particle board, no veneers, no shortcuts. A single dining table can take 40 hours to build and sell for $2,000 to $5,000. A full bedroom set sells for $8,000 to $15,000. The profit margins are high because raw materials are sourced locally and labor is family. An Amish furniture shop with 3 or 4 family members working can generate $100,000 to $200,000 annually. The product lasts generations. That reputation drives repeat referrals without a single dollar spent on marketing. Sawmill and lumber. Amish sawmill operations are one of the least visible but most consistently profitable businesses in their communities. A family with timber on their land can set up a portable or stationary sawmill and begin processing oak, cherry, maple, and walnut into usable lumber. A portable sawmill costs between $15,000 and $40,000 and can process thousands of board feet per week. Amish sawyers sell directly to furniture makers, construction crews, and English contractors who pay premium prices for locally sourced hardwood. A well-run sawmill nets between $60,000 and $120,000 annually. Sawdust and wood scraps are sold as animal bedding or mulch. Nothing is wasted. Every part of the log becomes income. Construction and roofing crews. Amish construction crews are among the most in-demand contractors in rural America. They build barns, homes, and commercial structures faster and cheaper than English contractors. A typical crew consists of 6 to 12 family members who arrive early, work without stopping, and finish ahead of schedule. English homeowners who hire an Amish crew once almost always hire them again. Roofing is especially profitable. A crew can complete 2 or 3 jobs per week during warm months, each bringing $3,000 to $8,000. After materials, profit margins are substantial because labor stays internal to the family. A successful operation generates between $200,000 and $500,000 per year. Metal fabrication shops. Metal fabrication is one of the most surprising Amish businesses because it seems to conflict with their simple image. But Amish metal shops operate throughout Ohio, Indiana, and Pennsylvania, producing agricultural equipment, horse-drawn machinery parts, custom gates, fencing, and structural steel components. The work is done using diesel-powered equipment and pneumatic tools, both of which are permitted under most Amish church rules because they do not connect to the public electric grid. Amish metal fabricators supply parts to English manufacturers, farmers, and construction companies. The precision of their work is well regarded. An Amish metal shop employing 4 to 6 family members can generate between $150,000 and $300,000 annually. Some shops specialize in converting modern farm equipment to horse-drawn operation, a niche service in high demand within Amish communities across multiple states. This conversion work commands premium pricing because the skill required is highly specialized and few shops offer it. The customer base is guaranteed and growing as Amish communities expand. Bulk food and salvage grocery. Bulk food stores and bent and dent salvage grocery operations are among the most quietly profitable Amish retail businesses. The model is simple. Buy in massive quantities directly from wholesalers and distributors. Sell at prices far below conventional grocery stores. Attract both Amish families buying staples in bulk and English customers seeking value. A bulk food store carries flour, sugar, oats, spices, dried beans, pasta, and canned goods. Prices are often 60 to 70% lower than supermarket prices. The store operates from a plain building on family land with minimal overhead. A medium-sized bulk food store generates between $200,000 and $400,000 in annual revenue. The bent and dent section carries salvage grocery items with damaged packaging or approaching expiration dates purchased from distributors for pennies on the dollar. These items sell at steep discounts but still generate strong margins. Some Amish bulk food stores have expanded into destination shopping experiences, drawing customers from 50 miles away. The lack of advertising costs, combined with rock bottom overhead and high volume sales, makes this one of the most reliably profitable business models in Amish communities. Greenhouse and nursery operations. Amish greenhouse and nursery businesses have grown dramatically over the past 2 decades as demand for locally grown plants, flowers, and vegetables has increased. A family greenhouse operation starts small, often with 1 or 2 heated structures built by hand on family land. Over time, successful operations expand to 10, 20, or 30 greenhouse structures, producing bedding plants, perennials, vegetables, herbs, and ornamental shrubs. The plants are sold from a roadside stand, at farmers markets, or directly to English landscapers and garden centers. Pricing is competitive, but margins are strong because the inputs are minimal: seeds, soil, water, and family labor. No expensive pesticides, no commercial growing contracts with corporate markups. A mid-sized Amish greenhouse operation with 10 or more structures can generate between $150,000 and $400,000 annually during the spring and summer selling season. Some families supplement greenhouse income with dried flower arrangements, wreaths, and seasonal decorations sold year-round. The business requires intense seasonal labor, but the profit concentrated into 4 or 5 months of peak selling makes the annual income highly competitive with farming or construction work. Harness and buggy manufacturing. Harness shops and buggy manufacturing operations serve a guaranteed and growing customer base. Every Amish family needs horses. Every horse needs harness. Every family needs a buggy. As the Amish population doubles roughly every 20 years, the demand for horse-drawn equipment grows at the same pace. A harness shop produces collars, bridles, traces, and full harness sets from leather and nylon. A complete harness set for a draft horse sells for $1,000 to $3,000. A buggy shop builds and repairs the enclosed carriages used for transportation. A new buggy costs between $5,000 and $10,000 depending on the style and community requirements. Buggy shops also handle repairs, wheel replacements, and upgrades. The customer base is entirely local and entirely loyal. Amish families do not shop around for harness and buggy services the way English customers might comparison shop online. They go to the shop their father used and their grandfather used before that. A well-established harness or buggy operation in a large Amish settlement generates between $120,000 and $250,000 annually. The business passes from father to son with the customer relationships already intact. No marketing required, no customer acquisition costs, just craftsmanship and community trust built over generations. Quilt and fabric enterprise. Amish quilt making is far more than a hobby. In large settlements like Lancaster County in Pennsylvania and Holmes County in Ohio, quilt making is a serious commercial enterprise generating significant family income. A single hand-stitched Amish quilt takes between 150 and 300 hours to complete, depending on the complexity of the pattern. Finished quilts sell for $500 to $2,000 at tourist shops, online retailers, and auction houses. Some exceptional pieces fetch $3,000 or more. Amish women run quilt shops from their homes or small attached storefronts. They may work alone or organize quilting bees where multiple women contribute labor to complete orders faster. Fabric shops operated by Amish women supply the materials used by quilters across the community, creating a self-contained supply chain. A productive quilter working year-round can generate $20,000 to $40,000 annually. A quilt shop with multiple contributors and direct sales to tourists or online buyers generates significantly more. Some Lancaster County quilt businesses ship internationally. Japanese buyers in particular pay premium prices for authentic Amish quilts. The combination of cultural authenticity, handmade quality, and scarcity drives prices that no machine-produced competitor can match. What makes the quilt enterprise especially resilient is that it requires almost no startup capital. A woman begins with fabric, thread, a needle, and skills passed down from her mother and grandmother. There is no shop lease, no equipment loan, no inventory system. Patterns are memorized or hand-drawn. Orders come through community connections and returning tourists who spread the word to friends back home. As the business grows, the quilter may take on apprentices from within her family, training daughters and nieces the same way she was trained. The knowledge transfers without a single tuition payment. The business expands without a single bank visit. And the product, a hand-stitched quilt made by one woman over 200 hours, carries a story and an authenticity that no factory anywhere in the world can replicate at any price. Taxidermy and specialty trades. Some of the most profitable Amish businesses are ones outsiders never expect to find. Taxidermy is one of them. Amish taxidermists serve hunters across their regions, preserving trophy deer, turkey, and other game. The work is skilled, detailed, and in steady demand in rural hunting communities. A full deer mount sells for $350 to $600. A taxidermist completing 10 to 15 mounts per week during hunting season generates substantial income. Other specialty trades include Amish auctioneers who conduct the numerous farm auctions, estate sales, and charity fundraisers that anchor community life. An experienced Amish auctioneer commands fees of $500 to $2,000 per event. Shoe repair shops, small engine repair businesses, and bookbinding operations serve both Amish and English customers. Amish accountants handle bookkeeping and payroll for dozens of small businesses within their communities, charging rates competitive with English accountants while operating from home offices with zero overhead. Even casket making is a viable Amish business. Simple pine caskets built to Amish specifications sell for $300 to $800 each, far below commercial funeral home pricing. Every one of these trades shares the same foundation: a skill developed through apprenticeship, a customer base that values quality over convenience, and an overhead structure so lean that profit margins would make most English business owners envious. What ties all these specialty trades together is something that cannot be purchased or replicated quickly: trust. An Amish taxidermist who has served the same hunting families for 20 years does not need a website or a Yelp page. His customers return every season and send their sons when they take their first deer. An Amish auctioneer known throughout 3 counties for his memory, his speed, and his fairness draws crowds to every event he calls. An Amish accountant trusted with the financial records of 50 local businesses has built something no English competitor can easily take. These are not glamorous businesses. They do not appear in entrepreneurship magazines or startup podcasts, but they generate steady, reliable income year after year with almost no overhead, no debt, and no dependency on outside systems. That quiet profitability, built on skill and reputation rather than marketing and capital, is exactly why these businesses last for generations while English competitors come and go. The 10 most profitable Amish businesses share one thing in common: they were built without any of the tools modern entrepreneurs consider essential. No business plan written by a consultant, no startup loan from a bank, no social media marketing strategy, no commercial lease, no corporate structure. Just a skill, a piece of family land, a community of loyal customers, and a work ethic that begins before sunrise and does not stop until the job is done. The 95% 5-year survival rate of Amish businesses is not an accident. It is the result of a model that eliminates debt, minimizes overhead, maximizes family labor, and builds reputation through quality rather than advertising. Custom furniture operations generate hundreds of thousands of dollars annually from a backyard workshop. Sawmill families turn local timber into 6-figure incomes. Construction crews travel hours from home and return with profits that fund the next generation of farm purchases. Metal fabricators supply English manufacturers from diesel-powered shops that operate entirely outside the public grid. Bulk food stores feed entire counties at prices that make modern grocery chains look exploitative. Greenhouse families turn seeds and soil into seasonal incomes that rival professional salaries. Harness shops and buggy manufacturers serve a customer base that doubles every 2 decades and never shops elsewhere. Quilt makers sell handmade art to international buyers willing to pay thousands for authenticity. Taxidermists and specialty tradespeople fill niches that English businesses ignore. None of these businesses advertise. None of them borrowed money to start. None of them required a degree or a license or a pitch deck. They required only what the Amish have always had in abundance: skill, discipline, community, and the willingness to work harder than everyone else every single day without complaint.